Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and today we're taking a look at Mount&Blade 2. Bannerlord, I think is the name of the game. Yes, it is. Okay, very good. I played so much of it, but I'm forgetting the name, right? So, today we're taking a look at 11 tips and tricks that will help you become a better player. Especially if you're a beginner player, and 5 of them out of 11 will be helping more, advanced players. So let's take a look. Let's begin. I will constantly alt-tab because I have some information on my document here. So, first and foremost, let's level up Steward. That's a very good idea to do because Steward is a great skill to level up. Why? Let's take a look at the skill first. Steward is the skill under intelligence. It governs your ability to do a lot of things, but more chiefly, it governs your ability to increase the party size. I am playing on a modded game, so I've entrusted my stewardship to this guy, and every 50 points or so, you will get 15 additional soldiers in your army. So at level 300, if we can reach it, hypothetically, right, you will be able to have plus 90 troops in your army. That's an army all on its own, if you think about it. So it's an incredibly important skill to level up. How the hell do we level it up? As a quartermaster, you can gain party morale from food variety. How do we do it? Easy peasy. You have to have high food variety. And this is how you can see it, if you're doing good or if you're doing not good. Food variety plus 7. Let's take a look at what I have, actually. I have grain, grapes, butter, meat, fish, wine, cheese, olives, beer. So that's 9 food variety. But I'm only getting plus 7 morale. Why? Well, there's a bug in the game that reduces your food morale when you have too much of it, right? When you have the maximum amount. I think 9 is the maximum amount, so a good number to have is 7 or 8. But have as much as possible. It's not difficult to obtain. A lot of this food is very cheap. Check it out. So, for example, grain, grapes, butter, meat, fish are usually easy to buy, and the more of them you have, the faster it will level up. The skill levels up daily, so make sure to have a lot of it early on. Okay, that's enough about stewardship. So, yeah. You can also fix this bug, by the way, with the community patch, if you like to. It's available on Nexus mods. Have lots and lots of horses with you. That's a tip number 2. In order to move faster on the map, it gives you many advantages moving fast on the map. It allows you to catch on with enemy forces. It allows you to complete your objectives quicker. It allows you to be on time for various important events, and it allows you to avoid combat altogether. Now, how do we have higher party speed? Well, there are several ways, right? One of these ways is to level up your scouting. It insignificantly, but increases your movement speed. Check it out. Spotting distance, blah, 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 but it has a lot of perks. Check it out. So, learning limit, scout, night vision, or maybe pathfinder. It also gives you navigator. It gives you desert lore or forest lore, hills lore or marshes lore, right? Forced march, also very good. So a lot of these skills are very, very good. So leveling up your scouting is very nice, or having a good scout in your party that will help you with that is also really nice. Just being able to move quicker is very, very important. Now, and see farther actually, but that's not the only way. The way I'm talking about is to have more horses. People already covered this idea, but let me elaborate on it more, because people have covered not entirely this idea. Now, have a lot of horses. If every one of your footmen in your army has a horse, you can move faster. But even if some of them have horses, you will move faster. Footmen on horses plus not 5, right? And cavalry plus not 86. That's a lot. That's high numbers. And having cargo within your capacity. To expand your cargo limit, use mules or Sumpter horses. Sumpter horses are currently bugged, and they give you the same carrying capacity bonus as mules. It's an exploit. I don't recommend you to use it. But yeah, so if you want to, you can. Mules give you high carrying capacity by 100, but they're not very useful as horses. They're okay, but they don't have high hit points like horses do. Now, horses themselves are very useful to move faster for you, your companions, and your soldiers. And it only matters for you and your companions. Your soldiers can use any horse. But they also increase the carrying capacity by 20, and they are used to upgrade your troops. They're very, very useful. Have lots of them. Number 3. Also one more thing, right? A good price for a horse, for a normal horse, is about 100 gold. If you can buy cheaper, it's great. And a good price for a warhorse is about 300 gold. If you can buy cheaper again or get it for free, it's a really good thing. So let's keep going. Tip number 3. Try not to wear too much heavy armor because it reduces your movement speed. When I play the game, my rule at the beginning of the game is to not have my encumbrance higher than 10. And it also includes my weaponry, don't forget. So if I remove this, so I can find it later. If I remove all of my weapons, look, I have 3.6 capacity just from my armor, right? And some armor you shouldn't sacrifice on. For example, you shouldn't sacrifice on your helmet in a way, but again, try to find something light enough but that gives you a lot of armor. 24 is a lot of armor, I'll tell you that. And it's very important because it's very easy to die with one shot from some random attack from far away. But we do this because when you're on foot, you will become incredibly slow, and it's not very good. A way to increase this is by... No, don't apply it. A way to increase it is by having higher athletics skill, but it can take forever, and it can be really difficult to do. But in athletics, only this skill helps you, and athletics themselves only increase your running speed, so I'm not really sure how to counteract it. So if you have a lot of heavy armor, be ready to crawl around, but you know, a good advice would be not to overdo it on armor. Tip number 4, make sure something is constantly ready to level up. Consistently and constantly ready to level up, right? And that also means that you have to plan for your next level. But what do I mean with this shit? So let's take a look. We're level 9 now. We need 20 skill points, skill increased, for the next level. How do we do this? Okay, what am I leveling up right now? I'm using a spear, as you can see. I have 13 points available here. I'm using a bow. I have enough, right? I have enough to level up. So if I only level my polearm and my bow, which is not true, I will be able to level up to the next level. Great, right? But what am I really leveling up when I play? I level up one-handed, I level up polearm, I level up bow, I level up riding and athletics. You know, so there's a lot of room in here. I level up smithing slowly. I level up tactics. I level up roguery. I level up charm. I also try to touch leadership, but it goes really slowly. I do trading as well. I level up stewardship, even though I delegated it right now to my quartermaster. I level up medicine in every fight, basically. So have a lot of things leveling at the same time as well, because in this game, you level up by doing, and it's very important to have a lot of room to grow, because it gives you more attribute points, and it gives you focus points, which both allow you to level up more, right? Okay, very good. Now, number 5. There are 3 groups of skills that level up better than the others. And these skills are governed by Vigor, Control, and Endurance. All of these skills are really easy to level up, relatively speaking, right? You constantly level up one-handed, two-handed, and polearm because you're fighting. Bow, crossbow, and throwing because you're shooting, and you level up riding athletics because you're moving around the map and you're moving around the battlefield, and you level up smithing because you should do it. It's really good. It's really fun actually, and it's really good to level up. Now, these 3 groups of skills, these 9 skills, not only all of them besides smithing are core skills to any character in the game. Every character needs to have a high enough number of them, but they're also core and a secret for you to leveling up quickly, right? And you should try to focus on them a little bit, at least. You should have some growing room in all of them, okay? Because they're very, very good. These other skills are more difficult to level up. Check it out, my charm. I constantly try to do, and I'm doing an exploit with charm, too. And it's still lower than my riding. Think about it, it's very interesting. I constantly level up my medicine, but it's still lower than my riding. Again, think about it. Or my polearm and my one-handed. And with my one-handed and polearm, I started with 5 in them, right? So they level up significantly faster, and you have to have some growing room in them because it's very useful for your character development. Number 6, constantly level up medicine. Well, it's a stupid thing to say because, you know, you will level it up whether you want it or not, because you're helping wounded soldiers to heal in settlements when you relax and wait in settlement, or in a battle when you help them survive a lethal blow, or when you help them heal when you move around. So you level up medicine whether you want it or not. But medicine is extremely important because of these stats. Check it out. If you don't have a surgeon in your team, you can do it yourself, and it's a good room to grow as well. It's good to focus on your medicine because it reduces your casualties and it increases the healing rate, which are both really important. It doesn't reduce your casualties by a great amount, but it does. And it's a very important thing when you're thinking about hundreds of soldiers. And healing rate increase also allows you to get back to combat shape faster, which is very, very useful. So try to focus on your medicine. It's very, very useful. And while you level up, that's actually a really good advice too. Check it out. There are a lot of troops in this game. Some of them are better than others. So for example, Imperial Recruit is not a good troop on its own. It costs you 20 gold. 20 gold only, right? It's cheap, and if you lose them, you lost 20 gold. Who gives a shit? And it has great capacity for upgrade. You can make great archers, great crossbowmen, great horseback archers. You can create great tanks from them and great attackers, right? Very good, very nice, very fresh. They also have great armor too. Very nice. Now, if you lose Imperial Recruit, it doesn't hurt. But there are another type of troop, and they are existent for every state, for every country, I wanted to say. Well, yeah, for every kingdom, And one of them is, for the Sturgeons, the Sturgeon Warrior Son. It's the same as a peasant, right? It's the same as the Imperial Recruit, not a peasant. I'm sorry, peasant is also elite troop. I'll show you. So, and it costs you 50 to recruit. 50 to recruit. It is stronger than Imperial Recruit, but it can die just as well, especially when you're doing something I will tell you later about. And it costs more to level up. And of course, Sturgeon Družinnik Champion are stronger, right? They're tier 6. They're very, very strong. They're very, very powerful. But in comparison to, for example, let's go back here, in comparison to maybe Bucellari, right? Or some other alternative, because they're a higher tier, right? They're a tier higher, but they're also much more difficult to get there, and they're much more expensive. Peasants are also, shockingly, villager? Okay, I cannot see it here, but villagers are also elite troops. You will not believe that shit, but this game is really funny about it. So Empire Peasant, check it out. He's level 1, right? He's a useless piece of shit, isn't he? No, he's not. First of all, he has a scythe, and scythe deals catastrophic damage. He can one-shot people, severely out-leveling him. For example, if a peasant lands an attack on a sea raider, who is supposedly level 11, the peasant will obliterate him into the ground, and nothing will be left. Peasants are insane in this game. They're not bad, believe me. They're not bad. Some of these peasants deal insane amounts of damage. And when you level them up, you level them to Watchman. And Watchman is immediately level 11. That's very strange, huh? So it reaches immediately the level of people like this. He's not as effective, in my opinion. He doesn't have a lot of gear. That's alright, because he upgrades into insanely powerful troops. Once you get a peasant, you upgrade him into a Watchman. And after that, you can get Mercenary Guard or Mercenary Scout. Mercenary Scout is a variation of light cavalry, and he upgrades all the way to Mercenary Cavalry. Very effective. And relatively cheap too. But Mercenary Guard upgrades to other paths as well. It's really, really strong. But again, upgrading Empire Peasant to a Watchman costs 32 gold. And upgrading Batarian Volunteer, which is a normal combat unit, it only costs 15. When you're using peasants, you have to understand, when you're using any kind of troop, you have to understand that money are important, because you will lose troops, and that's okay. That's okay that you lose troops, but make sure it doesn't cost you a fortune, right? Next, number 7. 25 in one-handed, two-handed, polearm, and medicine gives you a total of 19 health. Okay, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying it's pretty goddamn good, man. So one-handed gives you 3 HP, and medicine gives you 10 HP. Is it important? In my experience, yes. Because there have been times when me, with my 116 health, I would get hit with a polearm from a horseman, and I should be dead, but I'm not, and I remain with 1 HP, right? So this shit happens. And extending your health pool makes your armor more effective as well. But yeah, that's an idea for you. I don't know if it's the best, but I know that it's pretty good, man. Let's go back. Number 8. Level up your tactics. Oh, this is a good one, right? Allow your forces to run simulated battles against looters, or if you have some archers, looters will struggle to kill anybody. Now, a very easy way to level up your tactics is to have simulated battles. It's not the only way, but it's an easy way, and it's a very consistent way. Now, how do we do it? Just have a good army. Just have a strong army. Catch some looters. Run a simulated battle. Looters will hurt some people, but they will not kill anybody. And you should be able to survive. Most of the time, right? But I have an interesting composition. I have a lot of archers. Check it out. I have... a lot of infantry, some horse archers, some cavalry. I no longer have any archers, which is a mistake, and I need to rectify this. But ever since I had I think 10 archers in total, looters were struggling to kill anybody. And I think it's a very interesting way to level up tactics. Number 9, an easy way to level up roguery is by selling captured prisoners. Sorry. About the 8th tip again. Only do that when the looters group is smaller than yours, right? Otherwise, it may be a mistake. And a good way to level up tactics in battle, if you don't know what you're doing, like me, you can press... I mean, I also don't know what I'm doing, in case you misunderstood, right? So press F6 in battle. It will allow all of your forces to turn on AI on. It will delegate the command to your sergeants, and your sergeants will be able to lead the battle in your stead, and you will get tactics increase for that. Very useful. Until you know what you're doing with tactics, this game can be very difficult and strategical on the battlefield because you have to organize your troops. But leveling up your tactics first is also very important because it allows you different benefits, such as it increases your simulation advantage in this bar, which you see in every battle, and it decreases the sacrifice troop number when you're trying to get away, which you will also do. And it does so in a great way. So at 300, you will get plus 30, so it's completely proportional. I really like it. Now, an easy way to level up roguery is by selling captured prisoners. Very, very simple. You go to the nearby tavern, you sell all your prisoners, you get some roguery, you get some money, you're good to go. Very good way to level it up. That's barely a tip, but yeah, it is a tip. Number 10, when meeting nobles, trade 1 gold coin for 1 gold. I'll show it to you. Well, first of all, when you travel the map, a really good idea is to encounter everybody you see. Let's talk to these traders. What the hell can they tell us? Oh, hello, Imperial Caravan Master. Tell me about your journeys. He tells you, oh, I bought some Lagita. I bought some jewelry from Lagita, and I'm gonna sell it in Sionon. Thank you. We're interested in trading. What do you have? Oh, that's a good price for horses. We could buy it if we want to. But these horses are completely broken, so we're not gonna do that. I'm trying not to ruin the game for me. He has some nice price on grain. He has some nice price on wine, which we can buy. It's actually so low that I am struggling not to buy it. And we can buy... No, olives are kind of expensive. Oh, hardwood is incredibly cheap. We're taking all of this shit. So make sure you talk to the people that run into you, the people that you meet. Very, very important, because they can have very useful information for you. Very nice. Now, let's talk to the Caladog party. Caladog, yeah, Caladog. Right, he's the leader of one of the factions in the game. He knows us already. So, there's something I would like to discuss, Caladog. I have a proposal that will benefit us both. I would like 1 coin from you, Caladog. What would it take, my man? 1 coin from me? You drive a hard bargain, my man, but I will agree to your terms. Mikhail gained a skill point in charm and is now 46. Right? Do you like that? That's barely an exploit, but it's kind of an exploit. So, when you find nobles, trade 1 coin for 1 coin in order to level up your charm. Okay, and the last tip that is easier to show is when you find some assholes, I'll show you how to chase them, but let's find some assholes first. We need to find some bandits, and usually there's plenty, but when I'm trying to make a video, of course, there are 0 bandits! Funny game. Okay. Looters, check it out. I have a mod called Why Are You Running, right? Which is really good, because it allows me to chase enemies and they slowly will slow down, allowing me to catch them. But if you play a normal game, this is how you do it. Let's see where they're running. They're running here. Let's try to cut them off like this. We don't want to chase them. Cut them off like this. Check it out. I'm trying to move where they will be, not where they are right now. Because if I move after them, I will do this. Woo! How fun! Useless. I want to go where they are going. And I want to cut them off hard. Nice. And now, they left with no choice but to engage me. See what I mean? This way, I can cut down the distance, and I can make sure that I am able to... No, justice demands that you give me your coins. And they surrender, I get some gold, I get the monies. Good. So, when you do something like this, you cut down their distance, their traveling, and you cut down your time to catch them. Very good idea. So that's all I had for you for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope it was enjoyable. I know a lot of people are making Bannerlord content, but I think I have something to contribute because generally my guides are more detailed in other games. I don't have the same knowledge in Bannerlord, but I'm sure I could learn because I really enjoy the game. It's not a struggle for me. It's actually a struggle to go to sleep at night because I want to play more. So thank you so much for watching and listening. As always, have a fantastic day. I'll see you boys tomorrow. And girls, 2% of you are girls. Thank you for watching. Tell other girls about me, so we have some demographic parity. Okay, and if you have some ideas for videos, hit me up and I'll see what I can do, right? Very good. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.